Let's try to eat this super controversial plant that I probably shouldn't be eating, but I'm gonna try to eat it anyways. This is the American skunk cabbage. They say this poorly named plant saved the lives of thousands, okay? Because it is a famine food. Why is it a famine food? Because it contains calcium oxalate crystals, and those crystals need to be cooked out thoroughly, they say. I have read that they used to eat the shoots, very young shoot. The roots can be eaten. They have to be boiled like 8 times. Indigenous people use these for pit cooking, like, you know, other indigenous people would use banana leaves. We don't have banana leaves here, but we have these. So it's a very debatable. People say this plant is toxic, that it's poisonous, it's not edible. They say that the calcium oxalate crystals will give you some kind of like burning sensation, irritation in the mouth, but I'm really curious to try it because I've never tried it before. And you know, the coastal indigenous people, like, you know, obviously have a relationship with it for thousands of years, and then, you know, that got ruined. So let's try to see if we can reestablish that relationship. I'm kind of nervous, but I do see that the elk eat this all the time, and look at that. Oh, it folds up like Mandelbrot. Sorry, they're basically these little needles that grow inside of the plant. I'm kind of nervous. Here goes nothing. I'll just eat a tiny little bit. Oh. No burning sensation, but I can definitely sense the calcium oxalate crystals. High amount. Okay, maybe there's a little bit of itchiness now. Stay tuned. Okay, I had another bite because the little bite that I had didn't do much, but I can taste. Oh, there's a scratch in my throat, which low-key makes sense because when you look at these plants, like, you can see all of the cell wall structure when you look really closely at them. Kind of see there's all of those little crystals that are literally right now on my tongue, in my mouth, irritating it. So I don't recommend to eat the shoots of skunk cabbage, but it's a famine food and it saved the lives of thousands of people. So I'm gonna maybe try it to do some like cooking your food in skunk cabbage leaves opposed to tinfoil, and I'll let you guys know if any of the calcium oxalate crystals end up getting into the food. I don't imagine it would, but then again, I don't know, because the indigenous people, they apparently would wrap their food with this. So I don't know what indigenous people are still using skunk cabbage leaves, and if they did, yeah, was there obviously the food wasn't getting poisoned, or I don't know. Does that help?